Hello, friends. Hello and welcome in. Guitar Hang number 8. Yeah, like 7, 8. I don't know. Look at the numbers on the name. That'll tell you. You know, I have other guitars to show you that I could be talking about. We'll get to those later, right? Still been trying to play this one the mostest. Enjoying it. Cheers. Welcome to A Guitar Hang. My name is Brent Grow. If you feel like subscribing, do that. If you like this video, do that as well. Trust me, I plan to plug in gear and do more things down the road. Right now, we're just hanging out. We're just talking. We're doing things. We're having fun. So, one of the things that happened this week in gear news, Chase Bliss announced that they're discontinuing like 5 of their pedals. Chase Bliss is a guitar pedal company based out of Minnesota, and they make some really creative and wild, kind of out there type effect pedals and do some really impressive stuff. I at one point had interviewed for a job there and met Joel, the owner of Chase Bliss, and he's just always such an awesome guy. He's nice to talk to, responds back to my emails, and I sent them some embroidery stuff just as a gift of just being a cool guy and taking his chance and even talking to me. And so kind of around that time, I think that was around the time that I bought my first Chase Bliss pedal, and I was trying to find a nice coarse pedal and had a few that I kind of liked, and then decided to get the Chase Bliss Warped Vinyl Hi-Fi, which is kind of an all-out, pretty crazy coarse pedal. I've got it right here. Right. It's pretty, it's a cool, oh, don't do that. Oh, why would you do that? Okay, sorry, I had my watch set up to be able to see what was going on. This is the pedal. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or where it's going to focus in. Chase Bliss Warped Vinyl Hi-Fi. Super dusty and dirty because it lives on my pedal board. I have not taken it off of my pedal board since I got it, and it's really a great pedal that can do a lot of different things. I don't if you can see it well enough. You can maybe kind of see my settings. This is what I currently have it set as. I don't have any of the dip switches moved or anything. All these dip switches kind of change parameters about the pedal. You can get tap tempo or MIDI into it, which I bought a Chase Bliss MIDI box so that I could send messages from my ES8 to this. I haven't done anything too crazy yet, but kind of starting to dig deeper into some of that stuff. But so apparently they use what typically in quite a few of their pedals and some of their kind of modulation warpy type things, they use a photo cell, which is a type of component in a lot of, I think what it's usually used for is I'm gonna forget the name. It'll come to me. It's another wobbly effect. not phaser, not flanger, coarse vibrato. I can't think of it. It's used in another type of effect predominantly, but they use it in multiple of their pedals. Anyways, one of the chemicals inside of that photo cell is being deemed unsafe by the EU, so they're not able to sell those pedals in Europe anymore. So they are completely discontinuing them, which, I think everybody wants to speculate right away of why they're the only pedal company maybe making kind of a big announcement about it. Regardless, it's a sad day. It's a sad day to see a lot of those pedals go. One of them is Therme, which is a delay pedal, which I would really love to have one, but I don't know if I'll ever get one at this point. Maybe if somebody possibly ever would want to trade their Therme for my hi-fi, I would consider that trade. But so, yeah, kind of interesting. It was crazy to hear that announcement. They did, for anyone who owns one of these pedals already, extend them to a lifetime warranty, which is awesome and just is kind of, I find Joel's approach to business very inspiring, and he's just such a cool guy and makes decisions based on what feels like the right decision at the right time, and not necessarily what the popular decision is, but what makes sense for him and his employees and his company. So I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the Chase Bliss stuff. I'm a big fan of Joel's and everything he does. And they also released the Wom-Tone, the Billy Strings Wom-Tone, which is like an envelope filter type thing. Yeah, so that was kind of an interesting happening. Minnesota had a pretty crazy storm last night. I got a bunch of trees down in my yard. A few of the guys so we had a really hot day. It was like 90 degrees out and super muggy, humid. And the bass player is a painter for No Regard, Corbin. Shout out to Corbin. Rocks at the bass. He's the bass player. Yeah, he paints outside, so he was outside most of the day. He said he was good all the way up until 2, and then he left work at like 3. And on his way home, he ended up getting real sick and not feeling well. And then the new drummer is training for a marathon, and he thought he'd try to go out for a jog. And he wasn't feeling great, so nobody showed up for band practice, which is fine. Shit happens. But then we had a huge storm, and a bunch of tree branches and stuff in my yard fell. My yard is a mess. It's crazy. But so no band practice this week. But that's okay. We'll make it up. We'll get back to it. We'll get on stage soon. Yeah, I've been... one of the things with having a new drummer that I've been trying to approach is paying attention to other people's live shows and kind of seeing how they count songs in, and just trying to pay attention to that, because I feel like, like what is the right way to go about it. And so I've been listening to a lot of Audioslave. So I paid for the Live in Cuba concert from Audioslave, which is a great show, man. They play some Rage stuff, and they play some Soundgarden stuff, and then obviously a bunch of Audioslave stuff. It's really a good show, but it's really paying attention to, like, the drummer really does count in almost every one of those songs. There's like a hi-hat or a stick count. Pretty interesting. So yeah, I'm trying to pay attention to that and figure out, I think, when I've watched the Red Hot Chili Peppers play live, and maybe I should pay attention to this a bit too and see if there's a show or something I can watch. That I think Flea and John kind of start the songs a lot of the time, which is crazy to me. We're trying to figure out, as being like kind of a hip hop band, it is pretty important that we're close to the right tempo for our singer to kind of rap to, and his cadence is pretty important. The tempo is really important in that case. So I'm trying to figure out how the best way to, like, not feel kind of weird on stage about counting off every song. But I saw Audioslave do it, and I was like, it's not weird. I think it's weird for the people on stage, or weird if you're thinking about it. But yeah, so I think with the drummer and stuff, we just need to practice count-ins and understand that who's going to count in what songs and how we're going to go from song to song in a live setting. So yeah, that's been my week in music and everything I've been doing, messing around with. Yeah, let me know, have you ever gone and seen a band and wondered what they're doing or why the drummer is always counting in? Is that annoying to kind of hear those cymbals, or do you not even think about it? And yeah, that's it. Let me know down below in the comments. Have a little conversation about that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Maybe try to plug some stuff in over this week and show you guys some more gear type stuff. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want. Peace out till next Tuesday. Thank you.